Well, it's another cold and rainy day here. Our weather changed really fast. And you know why it changed? I got two reasons why. Number one, it was in the 80s, so we went and bought a pool. And now it's in the 50s and 40s and raining. No pool for you. I guess we could add a third reason too. Second reason being we bought a boat to go fishing and enjoy the warm weather. And yeah, we had the boat out last Wednesday, as I told you guys, and haven't done anything with it since. The other reason it's been raining is because the day before it started raining, I washed my truck. So after I wash my truck, it rains. I'm sure some of you have that same issue. Welcome to the show, everybody. JD Visitors here. Hello, JD Visitor. Neo Mentis in the house. What up? Our friend from across the way, across the world. Love having you guys here. Thank you for being here. We got some things to do tonight, some stuff. As you can see, we're getting ready for tomorrow night, of course. And if you didn't watch the short yet, please go check that out, because I got some new cards that are going to be entering the bonus round prizes for our games. So stick around for that. And also, we announced it last 2 weeks. I think we've announced it, but next Thursday night, next Thursday, that guy right over there, you can see his head poking over the table, the Psycho Quack side up, and 2 Prismatic Evolution mini tins will be up for grabs in our membership giveaway next Thursday night. What is that, the 28th? 29th? Or whatever it is. The last Thursday of the month we do our membership giveaways, and it only costs you 99 cents to be a member if you're not yet. I highly encourage you to at least look into it, because we try to give back as much in prizes during the membership giveaway as we get in memberships every month. That way we're not making anything off of it. You guys get great prizes, and it only costs you $1 to try. So that's pretty cool. We don't want to profit off of it. We just want to make sure everybody's having fun and gets more chances for more prizes. Special shout out to SRR Founder. You guys know her, you love her. She sent us some Japanese goodies not that long ago, and we've been slowly kind of digging away at them. Rion Galarian, my brother, how are you? Good to see you. I got a couple of pieces out here I'm going to be trying tonight that I haven't tried yet. See how they go. Other than that, we've been working, since the weather's been so crummy, we've been doing projects more inside. Bought a new TV today, a 65-inch TV for our sitting room right next to the studio. So we'll have a nice big TV to watch out there. Rion, stop. 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 Marshall got one. Grandma Buckeye got one. Anna Banana got one. Christy got one. And Vandy's Treasures. Thank you, Rion, for the continued support. You are too kind. Stop. Oh, we appreciate that. But so we've been working on that, working in there a little bit, doing some upgrading and things to the crafting department, to the mail department, and to the TV and other things. And I also made an... we have to.
Oh, yeah!
Take that. Another upgrade I made in the studio here. You guys will laugh probably when you see it, but I'll see. Will you stay out of this? I'll show you if I can. Right there. Oops. I'll have to hold it. Right underneath the purple noisemaker over there, there's a dual cassette deck, and down below it, there are cassettes. I have taken today's technology with this juggernaut of a computer that Sturtaz built for me, and I have incorporated 30-year-old technology into it, where I have my sound in my studio run through my old receiver, which gives me incredible sound in here. Miss Carolyn, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure it does. I gotta see who's throwing messages at me here. What do we got? A friend request. I don't believe that's you. No, I don't. That doesn't look... I don't know. Why would I not be friends with her anymore? That's kind of strange. Oh, sure. Somebody's looking for a metal detector. I just sold mine. Oh, darn. Well, what can you do? But yeah, I did that, and I just hooked up my... I didn't have any room over here where the sound stuff is. I have my CD player down there for doing CDs, and Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. I love this shirt. Miss Pam is here. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Good to see you. She's saying hello to everybody. But then I decided to bring this old tape deck back in. I picked. This isn't my original tape deck that I had. I had. What the hell did I have? I forget. It's been a long time. But I picked that one up at a sort of a thrift store for like $10. One of the decks doesn't work very good. The other one works great. Had to have a long RCA cable so I could stretch it from here all the way over to there. No problem. I had up to 50 footers here. Trying to get rid of the pain. God, don't I know the feeling in that? Oh, don't I know that feeling? Yeah, it sucks. Pain's a terrible thing. Yeah, so I got my tape deck running, and I christened it with of course, with a Kiss album. Had to do that. Then I've got all these old tapes that I've kept for many, many years, and just decided to hook this thing back up and see what it would do, and it sure works good. Sound quality is not the best because some of them are 30 to 40 years old. So it'll happen. It's great to see so many of you here. Let's try one of these here. Again, these are from SRR Founders. She got them in Japan. And these are like little hard candies, it looks like. I don't know, it's got a picture of a cow on it. Maybe it's milk, I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, it's harsh. I actually was in the emergency room yesterday. And it wasn't because it was an emergency. Okay? That isn't the case at all. If you guys have been paying attention to some of the videos lately, I've been wearing this dumb thing on my hand. And I've been wearing that dumb thing because I have a lot of pain in this wrist and this hand. And at first I thought it was an old thing that I used to get when I sleep tense and I curl my hand, and it would cause me tendon problems. And the solution to that was to wear the brace when I sleep. Now, just like the old days, a couple weeks of doing that, everything will be fine. Well, it's been almost 6 weeks. And there's still swelling, and I don't know if the camera will show it. I mean, until you see my hands in person, it's hard to tell how big they are, but there is some swelling, and I still have an incredible amount of pain. And it's actually painful to the touch up here. Oh, well, maybe I broke it. Who knows? So I went in to get an x-ray. That's the only way I can get an x-ray is going through the ER, which is really stupid. There's no breaks in it. They told me I have tendonitis, which I know. I've had 35 years of working, doing what I do, and my hands and tendons and things took a beating. And I have severe arthritis, which is also a no-brainer because I've broken most of the bones in both of my hands and whatnot. So, yeah, they're like, we have severe arthritis. I was diagnosed with arthritis in both of my hands at 23. I'm a little older than that now. So they told me nothing I didn't know other than I don't have a break. And their solution to the problem is anti-inflammatory medication and physical therapy. Sports medicine therapy. Difference, I guess. What do you do? Anyway, back to the fun parts. Last weekend we had the very first of 4 total that I will be attending. Pre-release tournaments for the Destin Rivals. We sold out at Cooley on Sunday, which was fantastic. Love the fact that we sold out. My pulls were atrocious. I did get 2 hits. I got an SIR, but I got the worst one. And I got an EX in my after packs. I had a deck that, ironically, taking little pieces and putting them together would have made an incredible deck, and it should have been easy for me to win every match. And I lost the last one to Sarah. You guys know Sarah; she's been on here before. So I went 2-1. That was okay. Now this coming weekend, we have a double header at Gamers Sanctum, which is going to be great. I look forward to the double header. One in the morning, one in the afternoon. Hopefully I get to play in both. Tim has a limited supply, so I've only playing one. That's the way it goes, but I'd love to play in both. And then we'll be back to Cooley Cards and Gaming on Sunday, round 2 of Death and Rivals. This is pretty good. It's a little bit like a caramel, or like a Werther's, if you guys know. Well, those of you that have been around for a while like me remember the Werther's real good. Grandma always had a bowl of those in her corner. Yeah. That's about all what we got going on. Danielle is sick again, unfortunately. She stayed out of work yesterday, went in and tried to work today, made it through a few hours, but came home, took the Bruno test. So far, negative. We're going to take another one later on, see how it goes. But so far, negative test, other than she just, you know, and with her prematurity and when she was born, and asthma and all the things, when she gets a cough, it's, you know, sounds like somebody's got pneumonia. But it is what it is. Other than that, everything's going good. Miss Kathy's doing well. Sam or Fab's up there doing his thing. Helped us get that new TV in place this afternoon. Great stuff. Well, you can see I'm shuffling these cards. These are our sharing cards. We have gone through all of them, so it's time to start again. Ended up with the Mew. Still not bad though. Here's the irony behind that. The store manager, Alex, there was an odd number of packs for something. So he got one pack, opens it, SIR Rockets, or Giovanni's Mewtwo. Whatever the big Mewtwo is. One pack and he gets it. I'm like, get out of here. We also had somebody with some really good horseshoe in their hind end. Harris. You guys know Ben. He's been on the channel a lot. Got his own channel that we feature here. You get 4 packs. For those of you that aren't familiar with how a pre-release works, you go in, you pay your money, you sit down. They hand out a kit for each player, and then you play your rounds, and after the turn you get a few more packs. But you get the 40 card pre-constructed deck, and you get 4 packs inside that you can open to enhance your deck if you want. Ben pulled out of 4 packs 2 Reggie Rock EX and 1 Full Art Reggie Rock EX. I thought, holy crap, how much more luck do you have? I've never had that kind of luck. I watched people out of their 7 packs pulling 4 and 5 hits, you know, plus all the playable stage 2s and this and that. I got 2 hits and no playable stage 2s. I got an SIR, so I can't complain too much, but dang, it was rough. Well, anyway, we're going to start with the first 10 cards right up top. These will be our channels we'll feature tonight. If you have a channel up there that we do not feature yet, and you would like to be featured here, we are more than happy to accommodate you with that. All you got to do is say something in the chat, and we'll get you hooked up. Because we believe in sharing everything with everybody as much as we can share out to help the entire community grow. We'd love to do it. You guys want to get started for the night? Now that I'm done yipping and yapping, we can do that. Let's get started. First channel we got to share is the Pidgey Boys. Now you guys, if you've been paying attention on here for a while, we actually got to meet the Pidgey Boys at Card Party last summer. Great bunch of guys. Got to meet some of their friends as well, even as far as all the way to the airport. I ran into one of their buddies at the airport. I cannot remember the name of his channel offhand. But rest assured, if I remember, I will show you. But here you can see they got some videos from Card Party on there as well, along with some other things that they do. But a lot of Pokemon content right here. You get an opportunity to see the Pidgey Boys in action. Good guys, good channel, lots of good content over here by the Pidgey Boys, and just nice guys. You know, Bay's Showcase, that's the other channel I got to meet. I met him at the airport, and we were shooting the breeze out there for a good 15-20 minutes waiting for our flights. Anyway, Pidgey Boys, good people. Links in the chat there. Please feel free to check out the Pidgey Boys at your convenience. I'm sure that they would love to have you over there joining in the fun that they do. Now I'm going to struggle with this one again. I already know I am. So I'm just going to go look for it the hard way and be done with it. Because Lord knows it's no fun when I do it the wrong way. So I do it the hard way. That's alright. Let's see, where is it? So many people would name the poke something, poke this and poke that. Poke your eyes out. There's Poke Kev. Now, I know there's not a lot of content over here. I know there's not a lot of subscribers over here. I am one of them. They aren't doing a whole heck of a lot as far as their content goes right now. But they are very supportive of many of the channels in the community, including ours. So we like to feature them as well. And since we get to start on the ground floor and they only have one video and 6 subscribers, there isn't much for you to watch over there yet. But if they watch their sub count go up, like most people do, they're going to jump on the opportunity. I did the Pidgey Boys again, didn't I? I'm sorry. I really thought I did this the right way. Share channel, copy. I'm slipping, guys. Forgive me. Wow. Again, we always like to encourage people that are just starting out or maybe just, haven't made much content yet. Perfectly all right. But you see over here, they got a lot of stuff that they're featuring in their channel. Including naughty words that we don't like to say. But hey, if they see their sub count go up, they're going to go, oh my gosh, people are tuning into our channel. Maybe we should make some content. The encouragement is always a good thing to do. So we want to make sure we're sharing out those people as well, because they also help the other channels. So we want to make sure we help them. There you got somebody with Ghastly Grabs. Check that out. Ghastly Grabs. We haven't been on there a whole lot for a very long time, but you can see we got some pretty impressive numbers over here. And I have got to go there a few times. I think we've raided them once or twice. Nice people. They got taste. They like the Gengars, the Ghastlies. And you can see they are doing lots of Pokemon stuff over here. Shorts alike, as well as live streams, videos of openings, all kinds of stuff. Going to conventions. These are some that I find that are really cool. When people go to conventions, because you get the perspective of somebody that's shopping at a convention, not working at a convention, and you get an opportunity to see what they see and what they're interested in and what they're looking at when they go to these conventions, especially if you don't have one near you. What better way to do things vicariously through others? As you can see, they're checking out all the merchandise. They're doing all the things that you would do. Oh, no. They are too. If you were at a convention, maybe you would do things like that. Maybe you can learn what to avoid when you go to a convention. Maybe you can learn what to look for at a convention. Plus all the other great things that Ghastly Grabs does. Get on over there and check out their channel. Again, the link is in the chat. You can do that as well. Oh, excuse me. Oof. There we go, the Morowax. Now, I really want these people to start making more videos because I think the world of these folks. Again, if you've been here for a while and seen when we've featured the Morowax in the past, you know that I met them at Card Party, and they were some of the first people to come up and introduce themselves to me because they knew who I was. And unfortunately, at that time, what is going on over here? Excuse me for a moment. Somebody's just freaking out at me here. What the heck is going on? Oh. You have to send me videos. Things I'm not sure what they are. I will have to watch them later. Anyway, very, very, very respectful people. I can't tell you how much I respect these guys as a family and as individuals. Drifter PH is here. Love to you, Drifter, my friend, my fam. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping the like. We appreciate you as always. Thank you so much for coming in and checking out the channel. Drifter PH, much love to you. Anyway, you can see that they were, these youngsters were all about getting their favorite signatures from their favorite content creators. Cool Trainer Ryan is there. Some of them I can't read. PokeRev, I recognize that. Control Bob is right there. But they were getting a lot of different people that they watch on their signatures. The kids were great with that, and they were very respectful to all the people they asked for signatures and everything. You can see they did some live streams in the past. We'd like to see them do more because they're just wonderful people. But mail days as well for shorts. Lots of great content at the Morawax channel. You'll see the link in the chat there. Please go over and support the Morawax. They're great people. Yep, you're right. I hit the wrong button. You're right. Thank you. So used to going back to the table cam. Thanks, Rion. Appreciate it. Way to stay on top of me because I don't lose my mind. Because I do lose my mind. Thank you, JD. Appreciate that. Just make sure that yep, that's the wrong camera. But I do need to adjust that camera. I appreciate you guys keeping on top of things for me. This camera is just crooked. Yuck. Yeah, that's very true, brother Mickey. Everybody say hi to Mickey.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
Brother Mickey, good to see you here. Love having you here as always, brother. I know you're always here watching my back, and I appreciate you. I got to talk to Mickey on a little FaceTime chat when I was out working on the boat one day, or last week I think it was. Can't remember now. Time's kind of blurring together. But we were looking at some of the things, the carburetors and whatnot, and he was making suggestions to try this and do that, and I think we've got it figured out where this thing is going to run, but I'm not going out in the river when it's 50 degrees and raining. It sucks. Let's go see who else we can find on things today. Yeah, that's who we want to see right there. Now, Mickey and I have both met these folks in person, and they are absolute legit. They are amazing people. The Hudsons, Jim and Beth Hudson, doing their adventures with storage units, estate things, auctions, all that kind of thing. They do all of that stuff. They had some other content, too, that we watched a few years ago that we really liked, but those people have been, you know, but these guys are legit. These guys are for real, you know. 92 and hot, boy, I wish we had some of that. You know, I got a boat to play in, a pool to play in, and unless I'm wearing a parka doing either, it's gonna suck. Anyway, you can see they buy storage units. If you like this kind of content, these are great people to watch. Like I say, both Mickey and I have met these folks in person, and they are legit, just like they are in person. Jim's very tall, Beth's very short, both very wonderful people. They do some racing videos, as you can see right here on this clip, the short that they got there. But all kinds of finds. You'll find storage units, you'll find estates, rummage sales. They go on like a 100-mile rummage sale through Ohio and Tennessee or something like that. I don't know. They went a long ways. They have a lot of fun, and they do a great job. So we definitely want to encourage you to check out the Hudsons and enjoy some of their content if you're into those kind of things. Feliz Navidad karaoke would be interesting, but that's not what we're here for tonight. For right now, we're here for Feller Chris. Again, Feller Chris is one of the people that I started watching earlier on in my Pokemon YouTube time. And as you can see, got quite a few subs going on here, quite a few videos out there. Hasn't been on for a while, I don't think. Oh no, look at there. Right there, doing a 6-person pack battle right there. Thank you, New Mentis. We appreciate that. I don't think you'll be disappointed. You can see Feller Chris here doing the thing. Feller Chris, I haven't been there in a while, and I don't know if he still does the energy box game. But I am not going to destroy that for you guys. I want you to see it yourselves, as well as the other videos that he does. Look at Journey Together, Destined Rivals, all the different things that he's doing, talking about scalping, which is very, very bad for the Pokemon community right now. But lots of great content over here at Feller Chris, and just an all-around great guy. And I got to get the link. Don't I? Link. Legend of Zelda needs Link. Legend of Zelda needs Link. And there is Link. Woo! There we are. So, there's Filler Chris. Check him out. Ripping Ships as well is doing live streams. Probably doing still giveaways like he used to. I just haven't been over in a while because I haven't sat still long enough to watch too much of anything. And that's part of life. It's the way it goes. Alright.
Oh no!
It is too. I better go see what that is. Well, you guys get a chance. Check out Tangy Charmander. Tangy Charmander, husband and wife team that I got to meet at Card Party as well. And they were really cool people. And again, one of the things that really drew my attention to them, number one, they were wearing bright orange shirts just like Charmander does. But they also had their QR code to their channel right on the back of their shirts. So even if you were somebody that, oh, you know, I'm too shy to talk to people in person, or, you know, maybe I don't know them, so I want to go check out their content first, you could just sneak up behind them, scan their QR code, go look at their channel, and not have to say a word. You know, sometimes that's okay for people that have difficulties speaking to people in person. There's nothing wrong with that. But they were great people. I got an opportunity to talk to them for a while, and you can see they've been doing things for a couple of years now, and they do some great stuff. There they are. You can see them hanging out at Card Party, just like we did. They were doing some openings that you'll have to watch and find out what they pulled. There you can see them getting big hits at Card Party. First opening of Prismatic Evolutions. All kinds of good. Yeah, there's a picture of them right here in this one. I don't want to get on top because it'll start flipping out. But you can see those bright orange shirts they're wearing. Real easy to find them in a crowd. Wearing those colors like that. That was great. And again, just nice down-to-earth people that you can really enjoy talking to and having fun with. Yeah, good people. Let's see if this one's going to work today. It might not, and I'm going to have to do it the hard way. I'm not saying that that's him because I should be subscribed. And it's being a butthead again. I'm pretty sure he's got a 420 thing on here, so we'll check it out that way. There's Nugs. There's Nugs right there. There's Nugs. Now, Nugs is a friend of ours from down under. Hasn't put out a lot of videos yet, but that's all right because we all got to start with one video and go from there. Obviously, he's got more than one. But Nugs has been a pretty nice supporter of our channel lately as well. So we want to, of course, encourage you to share that support and love because people like him and people like you are the ones that help people like me make our channel go. You know, whether you agree with or disagree with this kind of stuff here, that's really not important because if they like this stuff, it doesn't hurt you, so don't worry about it. But anyway, you do see that he plays games, does other cards as well as Pokemon. There's some Yu-Gi-Oh! And some Dragon Ball XYZ or something like that that's called, I can't remember. Mail openings, lots and lots of great stuff over at Nugs' channel. I'm sure if you've been around for a while, you've seen Nugs in the chat. Great guy. He hasn't been here for a couple of months probably, but I know that's probably because of either work or life or, you know, things happen and you can't watch about your friends and your favorite channels all the time. Lord knows I can't watch as much as I want to. But that doesn't discourage me from trying. Because I always want to support my friends, and I know they are here to support me as well. That's how we get along so good. Alright, let's go see what this one is. I might have to go look for this one because it's going to be another messy one. I think it's this one. Nope, that's not the right one. Close, but not quite. That is another channel we'll feature in another day. This is the one we currently want to feature. These two crazy people. Holy moly, are they crazy people. But you won't have more fun and enjoy things more than you do with these folks. They are the real deal. They're as much fun and craziness in person as they are on their videos. Now, public service announcement before we go too far. Excuse me. Most of their content can be 18 and older. They are adult content driven. They are also some of the nicest people, do some amazing giveaways, have a lot of fun, do a lot of neat stuff for others. You know, they're just great people, and I don't think you'll be disappointed if you go over and see what they're up to. Subscribe to their channel, have some fun with the Pokey Parents. It's hard to call them parents when you consider that they're closer to age in my kids than they are to me. So, but that's all right. They want to be called Pokey Parents. You're damn right we are. But you can see they are dad and mom to 5 insane kids, and they're just as nuts, and they are. And that's what makes them fit into this community so well, because we all have a certain amount of goofiness or awkwardness or craziness or just plain lunatics. Yep, you fit right in, parents. And that's why we love you so much. But go over and check out the Pokey Parents, please, if you're over 18 and you don't get easily offended by things that people say on videos. Because sometimes they say things that are a little bit adult orientated, as I say. And we don't want to offend anybody. And I know they don't do it to be offensive. They literally do it just to have fun. And sometimes, you know, like if you go back and watch the old George Carlin videos, the old Richard Pryor videos, the old Eddie Murphy videos, and so on and so on and so on. More often than not, their jokes were not meant to be insulting or offensive. They're just jokes. And that's a lot of what the parents do. So go in with a little bit of caution, go in with an open mind, but I also say go in with your heart open, because they are wonderful people and you will enjoy them more than you can imagine. Got one more to feature. That's our good friend John Parker. Now, once again, John Parker is somebody that I got to meet at Card Party and literally was one of the nicest people. I say that about everybody, but he was great. And I've told this story a dozen times already since Card Party. I don't care about that. Go away. There. Things popping up on the screen like that. That's terrible. Including this thing. Get lost. John Parker literally had an entire table set up in the bar and lounge area, you know, during the day, so everybody's allowed to be in there. Just giving away toys and stickers and things like that to people that were, you know, the kids would come up and, what are you doing? And he's like, well, here, take some stickers. Here, have some toys. Here, have this, whatever. Just sat there with a big box of stuff and just gave stuff away. You can also see in some of his giveaways, which he does virtually every week. I think he does them every week. He gives away the gift cards and the cards and all kinds of crazy things that he does. Playing that word game that I can't remember the name of ever. But you can see he's got some Card Party footage as well. Fantastic guy. We think the world of him. And we'd hope that you go over and at least check it out and see what you think of him as well. Because he's cool and we like him. And we want him to be part of our lives. And we'd also like it if he was part of yours. So there we go. There's our channel sharing for the week. We got that done. We're happy with that. And if you're a first timer here, if you've never really seen what we do on this channel, if you want to have your channel shared, please say something in the chat. Leave us a comment later if you're rewatching the video. Let us know, hey, I got a channel, I got content, I got this, I got that. We'll add you to the list. Oh, another candy. Looks like this one already threw the wrapper away. I don't know. Japanese candy. SR founder sent it. I'm going to eat it. My sugar chem. Ugh. That one's coffee flavored. Nope. Nope. Blech. Blech. If you've ever inadvertently got coffee grounds in your mouth, that's what it tastes like. And if you're not absolutely in love with coffee, and I hate coffee, that's bad. Ugh. I gotta see if this is the same thing. I think it is. Yep. I can't eat those SR founder. Their coffee. Ugh. We'll go back to the cow. I know what that one tastes like. It tastes like caramel, like Werther's. I guess Werther's more butterscotch. Nah, either way, you know what I mean. That one's a little bit yellow. Maybe it's like pineapple. So, let's go over and share some codes, shall we? Let's go over and do that. That'll be fun. We got a lot of them on the table here. Let's see if we can cause some trouble with codes. I haven't figured out what flavor that is. It might be vanilla. I don't know. So did any of you get any other good hits? I see Neil Mentis went to the... yeah. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. I'd never found out why people like coffee so much. Maybe I'm from a different era or whatever. Like, I fall in between these kind of people. I fall in between the modern day people that have to have a Starbucks on every corner and sit in line for an hour to get coffee. You know, with a triple mookie lukey latte with a double twist of whoozy whatsits and whatever, I don't know. And I fall between that and the old school version of my mom, who drinks 2 pots of black coffee every day, and when it gets cold she puts it in the microwave and warms it up. And she's 91. That was inadvertently in there. Oops. That was in my codes. Nice. Good accidental find there. Whoever gave me that one, thank you. Yeah, like when I was in college, we had a place called Embers. It was, you know, less than a mile from my house. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean. It was less than a mile from my house. They were open all night, and they served breakfast and a bottomless cup of coffee. So I'd go in there and eat. I'd get there between 11 and 12 at night, because that's usually when I got done working. And I would go in there and I'd order my food and get my coffee, because I needed something to help keep me alive. And I would study for anywhere from 2 to 4 hours in there, drinking that bottomless cup of coffee. You know, and I always tipped good, so it's not like they lost money on me, but I drink a lot of it. I drink 2-3 pots in a night. Anywhere between 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever, I'd get done. I'd go home and I'd sleep for about 2 hours. And then I was back on the road to go to school at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Because I went to school about 30 minutes from here. And I had to be there at 7, so I'd get up at 6, shower, try to throw a few pieces of grocery down my neck so I didn't starve to death. And then I would hit the road and drive the half hour plus. I had a full load of credits, so I'd go to school till 3 in the afternoon. I'd get done, and I'd go back to work. I had a full load of credits. I was a full-time student, a part-time student, God, I'm slipping. It's no wonder my head's like this, the way I treated myself when I was young. I was a full-time student. I had a full-time job, a part-time job, and I tutored. We had a young, well, he wasn't young, he was older than me, but I had a gentleman that came from another country to come here to go to school. And while his English was pretty good, there was a lot of times he didn't quite understand some of the technical terms and things in our field. Or when the teachers would use some slang phrases he didn't always understand. So I tutored him. And yeah, so when it came to that bottomless pot of coffee, I did that for about 3 years. Slept 2 to 4 hours a night. Worked 75 to 100 hours a week. Went to school. Yep. Good old days, huh? So yeah, I know what but that's my entire experience with coffee was in about a 3 to 4 year period. I don't mind cappuccino on a super cold day if it's the right flavors. But I can't stand coffee and the coffee flavors, so I can't eat those candies. And Danielle likes coffee even less than I do, so. In fact, when Brother Mickey and his family and KT Treasures and those folks came to visit us, I had to go out and buy a coffee pot because I didn't have one. And they liked their coffee. So, I bought one. Now we have that at the shop. We had another one here at the house that ended up going out there to get sold. And Miss Kathy has a Keurig machine that she does more for the frilly coffees and the hot chocolates and things like that. And she does so much for just straight coffee. So she said every now and then I like to get one. So, well, whatever, it's your machine. Go right ahead. All I do is provide the water and electricity. She takes care of the rest. I'm all right with that. You know what? I'm just thinking about this. I'm going to just take a break for a minute here. We've done quite a few codes already, but we got a long way to go yet. That's a pretty cool card, right? Hey, Yoav, much love to you as well. Hey, just an update for you. I have not seen Wayne to give him your mail yet, but rest assured, it's sitting. No, okay, you see where Kermit is right there? Kermit's right there. Right next to you, see there's like a little radio there? That's my travel box right there that I travel for Pokemon with. And your mail and his as well are in there together, waiting to see Wayne. Hopefully it'll be soon. I know he's busy with his other job and he lives 30 minutes away, so it's a little tougher. Rest assured, you will get it. Thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate the love. Anyway, so we got that. That was a gimme in the boxes of codes I got. So when I translate what that means, that means that was meant to be given to one of you on the channel. So we're going to take that card and we're going to put it in with all the goodies we use for high rollers and barbecue drop. And that card will be going to one of you. Because it is a nice card and it is a usable card. So why the heck shouldn't you get it? One of you anyway. Seems only fair to me. Alright, more codes. Let's get more codes because we like codes. The good news is I think I'm down to about 3,000 codes, maybe 4. We're knocking them out, gang. We're getting it done. There may come a day when I actually run out of codes and can't give you anymore. I don't know when that's going to be, but if it happens, then we'll have to get more. We'll see. Oh, there's something else I want to discuss with you guys. Would you guys mind going off on a tangent for a little bit? Would that bother any of you? Just to kind of break up the monotony of codes? I got something I want to show you guys that is a part of my life and has been for a very long time. And part of the reason that we feature some of the channels that we do is because of one of the things that I've been doing for a very, very, very long time. Would you guys like to go on a little adventure and take a little break from doing this? Excuse me. The candy gave me a burp. Woo! Hey, a 151 code. Nice. Stellar Crown. Hey, we got some new stuff in this box. Cool! More for you guys is better. I think everybody left. Everybody followed Yoav out the door, huh? Yeah, I almost forgot about this. I was going to actually do this on the computer tonight because the screens are... yeah, okay, Neil Mentis wants to go for a ride. Okay, we'll go. So check this out. I know you guys can't see my studio very well as far as... there's Rian. He's here. He's ready to go. This is the fun stuff you guys see back here. The games and the toys and the pictures and the lights and the things. The functional part is up here in front of me. Okay. And you don't get to see a whole lot of that. But part of the reason I like to do this when I'm down here, you guys know how big a phone is, right? Well, I have my smaller of my two monitors. There's a 42-inch screen, and the bigger one's a 50-inch. So for me to do this on the computer, oops, is a lot easier for me to see. So sometimes I can do this together and you guys can come along for the ride. Let's see. I don't want that. I want that. I want that. I want that. I want that. There we are. 0. Oh, that's the live ones, duh. Let's try that again. So, oh, Miss Carolyn was driving. She's home now. Well, Miss Carolyn, you'll remember this then. We buy storage units. We've been buying storage units for many, many, many years. Even before the shows came out, we were buying these. So we have been watching a couple of videos, and I've actually got bids in on them. Now, this is one of them. Obviously, it's got like 10 days left to go. But I want you guys to see what I see and kind of go with me on this one. Now, this one says there's a 6.3 cubic foot freezer in there. I haven't seen that in the pictures yet. But again, I've only been looking from my phone. Oh, that's this right here. So there's an upright freezer right there. Yeah, of course you do. But these shelves alone are, you know, I paid $20 for them used in my shop and in my eBay store. There's a nice little round table back there, probably an end table or a coffee table. You know, that's probably junk, but the shelf alone is worth looking at. Boat anchor, well, we just bought a boat and there's 2 anchors right there. Of course, I already bought 2 anchors. Better late than never. I don't know what this is. I haven't quite figured. Shush. I haven't figured out exactly what that is. Looks like there might be an old rug up on there. Maybe. I don't know. But boxes of things to look through. Fun things to play with. Christmas tree. Don't need that. Who knows what you'll find in some of these totes and things. Now, I know it's early on this one, but the bidding is at $10, and I'm the high bidder. Who knows what you'll find in these? I give these away because they just suck. But people like them, more power to them. And there's 2 more I can give away. Although that one looks like it's probably been broke a few times. But this is what we're looking at for one of the units that we're looking at buying. The totes. I love these kind of totes. We always buy these kind of totes. I have 40 or 50 of them. That we love having those kind of totes. There's another one of them stupid things. Another microwave. We sell those for $1. Probably a futon. Perhaps. Looks like a futon mattress. Probably sell that for $1. That looks like a pool ladder, which we don't need a ladder to get in ours. It's really small. And the mystery case right there is kind of fun. These say office supplies on them. So if there's Post-its and pens and markers and things we can use in the office supplies, great. That's user profit. I love it. And there's the tag on it. But there's the freezer one. Yeah, that tells exactly. It's only a 4-year-old freezer, so that's not too bad. I could probably get $100 for that pretty easily. So that's one of the units we're bidding on. And the other one, let's see if we can find the other one. The weird thing about that particular unit is this is like 10 minutes from my house. Usually we have to travel at least a half hour to an hour to get to any kind of sales for units. This one's 10 minutes away. It's right in the suburb of my hometown. So that'll be kind of nice. Now the other one we're bidding on is this one right here. Now this one again is an hour away from us. We bought a lot of units in Rochester. We've done some videos about the units in Rochester we bought. So that's nothing new for us to do. This is a different facility, but that's all right. You can see this one's got almost 15 days left. And I know people will argue that these are or are not military bags. It's very likely that they are, but it's possible that they're, I don't know if you want to call them reproductions or Army surplus outlet, whatever. This one here, though, tells me that there's more of a chance that it could actually be military because of this one with the flag on it. Now, is that the case? Who knows? But the thing about this, okay, now you guys don't have a lot of inside information to our lives, personal lives off camera. That's perfectly fine. We had that great big trailer that we hauled things in. it was becoming more of a burden for me than it was to actually use it, because we literally hadn't put a storage unit in that thing since, well, we got the one in August, I think it was, with all the dressers that you saw. Previous to that, it had probably been a year that we hadn't put a unit in that thing. And to be quite honest with you, it's too hard for me to maneuver that thing. It's too hard to hook it, unhook it, blah, blah, blah. So we sold it. But a unit like this, this can be, and you can see it's only $10. And I can throw this in the not even in the back of my pickup. This stuff could go in the cab of my pickup. Hey, top champion dog owner. How the heck are you? Good to see you here. Long time, my friend. Good to have you aboard tonight. Thanks for coming. So I figured this unit, if it goes cheap enough, it's easy enough for me to go drive to Rochester. We have other things that we can do in Rochester that we do, and we can go pick up this unit for, 5 minutes of cleanup. So I don't think we can lose if we can get it low enough price. Because if that's all that's in there, again, like I said, I can stack them up in the back seat and still have room to spare. So we've got the bid in on that one too. And as you can see, where the heck is it? Backpacks, box, and tote. So there you have it. There's everything that's in there apparently. And who knows? If that's all that's in there, and these are all full of crummy clothes you throw away, I'm pretty sure I can get $10 for these backpacks and this tote. $1 for the tote, $5 for each of them. There you go. I'm already at it. Oh, anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys, because that's, again, one of the aspects of our lives that you see, but not very often, because we don't make a lot of storage unit videos, because we haven't been buying a lot of storage units. And that's the way it goes. Do I like buying storage units? Oh yeah, I love it. The reason I work on that one that's real close to home here is because it's really close to home. So even if I can't haul it all in one trip, I've only got to go 5-10 minutes. I bring the truck home, throw stuff in the garage or whatever, go back in there, load, so on and so forth. Pretty easy to do when it's 5-10 minutes from your house. Anyway, so that's where we're at with that stuff. Figured we'd break up the monotony a little bit. Let's go back over to the table cam and we will get more quotes. What do you guys think? Would you bid on those units? Cheap enough, right? I know they're not going to stay that way. I can promise you that bigger one with the freezer and that in it, that'll be a $200 unit very soon. But we're going to keep our bids going and see what happens. Because like I said, there's not often that I get an opportunity to buy one right here in town. Unless it's the live auction down at that place you've seen us do before. We bought a couple units down there. Did a video where we didn't buy any units. If you go over to Midwestcapades, Bobby and Chris, you'll see a unit that they bought that I helped Bobby out with. At that same type of auction. There's one place very south end of town here that sometimes does live auctions with our favorite auctioneer, Brian Craig from Golden Hills Auction. We've been doing business with Brian for, it's been over 30 years, I can promise you that. Between the live auctions, the regular types, where they got the states and things like that, to the bicycle auctions that they do at the city every year, to the storage unit auctions that he does every now and then. So we've had a great repertoire with him. I have a permanent bidding number with him. Like, I don't have to show my ID or nothing anymore. I haven't had to for a number of years. So I can say, hi, I'm bidder number, and then they give me my bidding number. They know who I am. They actually did an auction for us when my father-in-law passed, and we decided that we couldn't keep his entire gun collection. Yeah, because that was just too much for us. So we took all those items, the Second Amendment items. We try not to say that word because YouTube don't like it. Second Amendment items all went to the auction, and he sold them on our behalf, and we did really well with it. He did really well with it. They advertised it really well, and everything was great. Oh, geez. Shit, they're yelling at the dogs because they're out in the rain and they're not smart enough to come in. Brian might know something about that, don't you? Dogs that go out in the rain and don't want to come in. My dog is just the opposite of that. He doesn't like even getting his feet wet. So if the grass is wet, even if it ain't raining, if the grass is wet, he'll just be on the sidewalk. Because he's just, you know, he's been that way his whole life. Now that he's blind and senile, I don't blame him, but, yeah. He did that when he was young, too. Well, we'll get some more codes done here and see if we can make somebody happy getting some codes. And if you guys want to do something else tonight, we can. Oh, I did play in another league challenge this week. I almost forgot to tell you guys about that. Let me finish up this stack of codes, and we'll actually go over. Marshall's here. What's up, Marshall?
Let me show you something.
Good to have you here, brother Marshall. Glad to have you on board. Marshall, don't forget next Thursday is our members giveaway. Members and mods, you're both now because you got a membership tonight. Thanks to brother Rion. Yeah, we're gonna be doing our giveaway next Thursday night, so make sure you're there, square there. Yeah. We're gonna go. You're still having? What the heck is wrong with those guys? Jeez. Your account's still not working? I'm about ready to call in a favor, to be honest with you. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me, sorry. I know, I love that one. You know, I'm not so much a huge fan of Jim Carrey as movies. I like Liar Liar, a couple of the other ones, but yep. But when he did Fire Marshal Bill, that was the best. I love Fire Marshal Bill. I love so many of his characters that he did on there. When he did the Vanilla Ice bit, when he did that power lifter, the female power lifter thing. So many good characters. Also, a lot of the other people doing like Ugly Wanda. That was an amazing character. And then, what the heck character did Tommy Davidson do? I can't remember right now. I don't know. If you have never watched In Living Color, go watch it. It's definitely worth it. Damon Wayans brothers. Just some phenomenal comedy. Again, people would probably be offended by it nowadays, but hey, if you look at it as it's just comedy, it's just entertainment, you know, take it for what it is, not for what you think it should be. Well, you know where to get cards from, Rion. You know where to get more codes. All you gotta do is ask, man. Let me say it this way to you, Rion. If you get another account, if you're forced to go that way, number one, don't give up on your other account because you can hypothetically merge them if they finally eventually get back to you. But more importantly than that, make sure you let me know and I'll send you a box of cards or whatever. Summer Evie, how you doing? Hi, Summer. Yeah, yeah. Well, he knows I've sent him codes, just sent him codes in the past, so. Rion's a good brother to have here, and we will make sure that he gets taken care of. He's all right. He's always supporting our channel. I'd be more than happy to ship out 500 codes just so he's got some to rebuild his library from. But yeah, we got plenty to go around. But let me show you something here. There it is. I gotta switch screens here, so bear with me for a moment. Oh, come on now, don't do this crap to me. You move over. You go there. And you go there. All right. See, I know you guys have seen me use this deck before. Let's just hop on Pop 2, actually. So I have not played this deck yet. I have not actually built Close to 30K. Yeah, I've actually lost a few hundred over the last months, but that's all right. So we're gonna make a small change to this deck. I'm trying to remember what exactly I did, but I do know this. One of the things that I would run. One of the things I would run into as an issue was not always having the firepower to close a game out. I'd get close, but I wouldn't quite finish it. So I decided to add an Ursaluna to the deck. And I like the Ursaluna because it gives me a little more variety about a last minute swing and all that kind of jazz. I'm trying to remember this from my head here, what I took out for things. I think I took one of these out. There, I think that's what I did. They're minuscule changes, but they can make a huge difference in the game. I played this at the League Challenge with no testing at all. It's not a huge change to the deck. Yeah, Absol. I don't even know what. Am I in? Is this supposed to be where you do points? Oh, it's Gym Leader Challenge. Okay. I'll play standard. Yeah, I'm in casual, so we'll try one like this. But I ended up going undefeated in the League Challenge at Gamer Sanctum last Saturday. I totally forgot about that. But this, I think it's the same list. It might be a couple of cards off. I don't remember. Of course I flipped heads. But I love this deck because the versatility with the hop guy. What is going on? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, what do we got going on? Yeah, whatever. Alright, what do we got? We got Dunsparce. So Dunsparce was a huge help in my tournament. I should put the Zacian up front. What a dummy. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Actually, I want the Maractus up front. I really do. So let's do this. Let's go get this guy and get our free retreat. No, I took the Monkey Dories out too. I did. I don't remember what else I did, but I know I took the Monkey Dories out. We're going to put Maractus up front, I guess. Sure. Just in case they decide to Iono us, we're going to retreat for free. We're going to put Maractus up front. And, yeah, well, I guess we'll do that. Oh, okay, well that works then. You had to do a card show, yeah. That's not all bad then. You got more opportunities this weekend, Marshall. They are doing more, depending on your card store. Gamer Sanctum is doing theirs both on the same day, and then we've got another one at Cooley on Sunday. Oh, it's Slowking. This is an interesting deck. I've got 4 full art Slowkings. Slacking. I've been sitting on those for a minute. I haven't decided if I want to try to build it or not. I haven't had time to sit down and build decks. I want to build that and Mamoswine and 1 or 2 other decks, but yeah, good luck getting the time. Yeah, I gotta go pull my IRL deck out so I can see what exactly I did play and what I didn't play in this one. I do know I took the Monkey Dories out to try to smooth out the consistency. And I think, what the heck does this thing do? They get a tool card instantly onto him. Sure, I'll own my 1 card into 6, thanks. Yeah, shuffle my card. Hey, look at that stuff. All right. Oh, yeah, I got rid of mine. I broke down a lot of my master sets just because it was like the prices are just too high right now to not sell off. So we can get a Dunsparce. We can add another Dunsparce to the board. We can add our... What are you going to do with that? What's that? Boomerang. And they are ending their turn, so that means we have the upper hand here. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, I haven't had much time to sit down and try to play with things. We're going to come out and start swinging, I think. I think that seems like the logical thing to do. What do you guys think? Should we start swinging? Yeah, let's start swinging. Seems like the smart thing to do in my eyes, anyway. We can play another Dunsparce. We can Ultra Ball, and we'll get rid of this, and I think this. We'll hang on to that and see what we get. And we'll grab... Now, one guy that... This thing was huge for me this weekend. He really helped me out a lot. But we don't need him right now. We're going to play that. We're going to use that. And I'm not going to Iono this turn because he gave me a thumbs down on his things. So we're just gonna do that. And we'll start putting damage over here. Yeah. CJ Buck. I like that. Still here, just lurking. You lurk all you want, CJ, no problem. There's a C-Jack. I guess I'm not familiar with your name. Do I know who you are? I'm not sure I know who you are. But we're glad to have you here. Thanks for joining. Oh no, they're going to knock my stadium out. And you know what that means? It's going to be Grand Tree. Because they're going to go slacking all the way. Actually, they'll go Pidgeot first. Yep, there's a Grand Tree. What does this dumb thing do? 30 damage. Discard a special energy attached to your opponent. Well, good. I don't need it anyway. There's the Grand Tree. And here comes the Pidgeot. And that will probably set them up to get a rare candy to get a slacking. They're going to attach here and knock out our energy, which we don't need anyway, so who gives a crap? CJ, a.k.a. Buck. Okay. Well, that's because I can't read. I could be right. I don't know. But we're glad to have new friends here in the show. Thank you for joining us. And there's the slacking. Now, did they attach here? So they won't be able to do attacks? Did I see that right? Huh. Okay. Well, whatever. Hey, the good news is we can get a free Dunsparce now. What? Dude, we have one in our hand. Hey. Okay, all right. They didn't even throw away the energy, but that's fine. All right, so we don't have an energy. Let's get the Dunsparce going. Let's go get him out there and make him do things. Runaway draw. There's another Zacian. I guess we can put him up there and do things. We're going to spike energy this guy. Start loading him up. Now, I don't want to Iono once again. I really don't. There's really nothing I want to do. I'm just going to keep wailing on him. I could have looked for a stadium, but I really don't need it at the moment, so that's fine. That slacking is going to be murderous to knock out, I'll tell you right now, gang. That thing's going to be hell to knock out. He swings hard, and he's hard to deal with. If I have no EXs in play, but I have to have EXs in play. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to probably corner this guy with Maractus and just sit there and pound on him. If we can get a monkey out, then we can deal with that too. I think we threw away no, we didn't. That's right. It's on Maractus. We need a boss's hors d'oeuvres and a dark energy. We'll see what happens. I'm trying, man. This thing is going to be murderous to knock out. He's huge. We're gonna soften him up a little bit and save him for Ursaluna. I've also thought about putting a de-evolution TM in here, but I don't know. I want to get the spiky energies on him. That's fun when they take 140 or 60 or whatever it is from hitting me. But it doesn't look like they have any way to get damage off of their guys, so we can just keep chimping away at the guys on the bench. We can also come out and swing with Cramorant next turn too. So that'll be fun, they said. If they knock us out, let me say it that way. Yeah, they do 280, so they knock us out. That's fine. The Boomerang goes back. Yeah, that's a smart move on their part. So we're going to come out and swing with Cramorant. So we'll put Zacian up first. See if we can get some stuff to go together here. That's an Ultra Ball. That's not really what we wanted. Let's see. We don't really need much of that. We need the post wick. Okay, so let's put this out and get rid of that. Okay, so now we got 30 more damage. And jeez. There's nothing to Night Stretcher for. What the hell does want me to Night Stretcher for? Oh yeah, it's Zacian. I really don't need that. We need to get some other stuff here. So let's Ultra Ball and we'll throw away Hop's Bag and the Ultra Ball. We'll grab Fez. Yeah, this guy could be very usable this game, but I don't have a dude to put down right now. So we're gonna put this dude down. We're gonna put this dude down. Then we're gonna Iono. Knock their hand down to size, see if we can get a couple things going for us. And not really. Jesus. Oy vey. Okay, well that's fine. Let's Fez and see if we can draw a couple things we can use. Well, that's a little bit more, but not great, but that's fine. We're going to put that there, and we're going to put that there. Now we have free retreat, so we'll retreat for free, and we'll whack him with this guy. Now he's close to being in striking range. Yeah, I don't have any right now, so it's kind of stinking. I mean, I got this Jet Energy, but I don't really want to use that. We save that for the Dunsparce or Ursaluna. Now, if we can get the right combination out, get another Cramorant out, and get the Jet, like, whatever that thing is. What do I use again? Can't think of the name of it. Space me. Yeah, it's Legacy Energy. They don't get a prize for taking him, so... That's fine. We can still use Cramorant. I am tempted to go for Maractus right now, but we're not gonna. I don't need that. I don't need much of any of this stuff, to be honest with you. The Arvin will get me a tool. Oh yeah, well we can do that. Sure. We get a Nest Ball, and we're out of tools. Son of a behind. Alright, fine. Oh, we're just gonna go with Cramorant then. Pretty sure it does enough to knock him out. Yeah, oh yeah. Let's draw 3 more cards. What the hell? I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Well, we got the boss's hors d'oeuvres, so we can do something with that next turn. Except for we don't have an energy. Yeah, we do too. We got an energy right here. Yeah. Take that. So we're down to 2 prizes. They're at 3. They should take us out this turn. And they'll be down to 2 prizes. And then we've got a couple of choices that we can do. My intention is to boss one of these 2 and to wail on it with Ursaluna as long as I get an energy. If they knock me out, then I'll need 1 energy. There's their slacking. They have another counter game. They can search for anything plus draw 3 cards. They have a team store. Okay. And they get another counter game. There you go. So they can do that with 1 energy and they can knock us out. That's fine. I do like the boomerangs on the slacking though. I think that's a great thing to have. I think that's a beautiful combination. As long as I don't Iono us. Colress's Tenacity is just fine. So we should have the game wrapped up, assuming that we get, they knock us out, we get Ursaluna, can get an energy on it. We should have this wrapped up. It's always possible we don't, because currently we have 1 energy in the discard pile and 2 on the board. 3 on the board, sorry, I can't count. Woo! I was hoping to draw more spikes and put them on him, but you know. Alright, there you go. So there they have it. There's the knockout. They get the boomerang energy back. So we gotta hope for the best. We should be able to get what we need. If we don't get what we need, we're gonna probably use the Maractus to corner. So let's do this. We don't have anything that we can Night Stretcher that helps us, right? Because we can't get those energies back. Right. So let's use the Nest Ball. Thin our deck a little bit. Grab Ursaluna. We're going to use Pheasantipity to try to do our draw. Piece of cake. We got an energy right there. There you have it. Spike energy here. Retreat. Push him up. Boss's hors d'oeuvres. Bring him up. And we whack away. There you have it. Just like that. That's how you do it. That was actually an ugly game. That was really ugly. Yeah, I did change the deck more, and I kind of forgot how I changed it, but yeah, that worked out good. Infamous JC. Thanks for the game. Yeah, I haven't played at all since they did the recent update. I have played nothing. I just don't have time. I just don't get the opportunity to do much anymore. That's all right, though. Too much fun having. All right, let me. You guys interested if I get my deck out and change it to the way it's supposed to be? I guess I can do that real quick. Then I'll yeah, didn't do too bad. Not bad for an old guy. Now I gotta tell you guys another story real quick. Once I get this out, I'll show you this too. I think that's the right one. So, while we're here, I might as well show you guys this thing. A little PSA for you, I guess. This is a G Max or something Bluetooth speaker. I got it on clearance at Walmart for like 40 bucks. You know, it's nothing great, but it did the job. And we used it at the shop and stuff to listen to music, you know, whatever. And I decided to bring it home because I wanted to. I'm going to put this back on there. You guys can see I can't see you though. You're just interested in Absol. I'm going to move you over here for a minute. Just bear with me. Put you over here so I can see you. There we go. Let me put this over here. There. Yeah. So I got that boombox and we used it out at the shop for a few months, like over the winter and stuff. And I decided to bring it home. You're funny. Because I wanted to take it. That's what I was looking for, legacy energy. That's the one I needed. But I decided to bring it home because we now have outdoor things that we do that are away from home. And I thought having a portable radio would be a great thing to have. You know, you've always got your phone, but trying to listen to music on a speaker on a phone is kind of bad. So I thought, you know, I'm going to bring it home. I'm going to use it at home. Or use it on our new things that we do. And I went to turn it on and it didn't work. And I thought that was a little unusual. I guess I do still have Monkey Dory in this deck. Huh. Oh, whatever. Maybe I do have this thing set up the way I have it in real life. I don't remember. It didn't work at all. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird. Well, let's look at what we got going on here. So I had Stammerfab look at it, and he couldn't hook his phone to it either. I mean, it connects, and I can like if I hook up to the YouTubes on there, I can use the radio's controls to go to the next video or the next song or whatever it is I'm doing, and all that stuff works. But I cannot get it to play any sound. So, you know, you do the usual checks. You check your this, check your that. Yep, everything's working the way it's supposed to. It just isn't playing any music. I thought, well, that's rather strange. So I actually ended up, you know, after a while here of having it at home and just, you know, putting it aside and I'll deal with it later. I decided to call the company and ask them their recommendations. And they said, well, we recommend you do a full reset. I said, sure. How does that work? And they said, you gotta, there's a little button in the back, you know, with the ones you gotta hit with the paper clips. So I hit the paper clip and then, wipe it out on the phone, restart the phone, do it all over again. Those are the kind of resets that you do. So I did all that stuff and it didn't do anything. So I called them back and they said they didn't answer. I left a message and they finally called back today and they said, well, when did you buy it? I said, I don't know, probably 6-8 months ago. I bought it on clearance. I don't remember exactly. Do you have your receipt? No. Serial number? Sure. So I look up the serial number, or they look up the serial number after I give it to them. And they said, well, the bad news is your thing was manufactured in April of 24. I said, okay. Warranty's only good for a year, so I missed it by a month. Like, damn. That's the way it goes sometimes, though, gang. So if you ever have issues with your electronics, I guess the moral of the story for everybody to take in is that if you have issues with your electronic devices, to get them checked out immediately, because you might be a week after your warranty and they might not be any good anymore. So you got to do them right away. Because I messed around with mine for a couple of months and didn't do anything with it. And I missed by a month. Stuff happens. I don't get too excited. But, like I paid like $40 for it. So it's not the end of the world. I lost $40. The good news is if I rip it apart and I screw something up, I can't be any worse than I am now. I guess that's a positive way to look at it, right? So gang, here you can see this is my deck in real life as well. I'm trying to figure out what pieces that I have added or subtracted. I'm only playing 3 stadiums. Interesting. So I've got to figure out what I changed that doesn't match. Let's go take a look. Now I gotta switch screens again. CJAK Buck 90. Is that what that says? Yeah, okay. I'm not sure who that is, but that's alright. It's perfectly okay to have our friends, new and ones that have been a while. Okay, so we got a Latius. Yeah, we got that. We got... yeah, exactly. Well, 2 of those, 1 of those, two of those, 1 of those. I did keep the monkeys in here, and it is important. They do help a lot in this match, in this game. Why? There we go. Okay, 3 of those. Yep. Okay. And 1 of those. Yep. And this guy, and 2 of those guys, 3 of those, and 1 of those. That should be right with all the people. Yeah. Okay, trainers. Well, the energies. Let's go look at the energies first. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep, those are right. Trainers. 3 bands. Yep. 2 hop on pop. Yep, got 2 of them. 2 night stretcher. Yep. 4 nest balls. Sure do. 2 bosses hors d'oeuvres. Yep. 3 Ionos. 4 Arvin. 4 stadiums. Now I only got 3 stadiums in my build. So what's different? Oh no, there's a fourth stadium. I'm wrong. Yep, so that is a card for card list of the deck that I play in real life too. Let's try one more. Now I gotta go through and do some upgrading to this deck because these plain cards are just killing me. I did like seeing that slacking deck on there. That was pretty cool. Like I said, I've been swirling cards away to try to find something more fun to play. Sometimes it isn't always about winning every game or this or that. It's about, I like surprising my opponent. I like doing things that are out of the norm. I like to play non-meta decks. All those things mean a lot to me. So, yeah. Ick! What the heck is that thing? Oh, that's right, the Stevens deck came out, didn't it? Yep. Alright, well, we'll put Snorlax out, I guess. What does he do? Oh, so he's a bench spot hitter, more or less. Alright, so they're probably going to be getting him out of there. Tempted to attack with Snorlax, but no. I'm not going to. I don't think I'm going to win this one, gang. We just don't have a good start. We can get a couple of things going here in a minute, but geez Louise. They're going to make us work for it. Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can get it together. And there's the dum-dums. Okay. Now I've heard that this Metagross like cheats right now. They haven't fixed the Bugs Bunny in it yet. And I haven't gotten these Stevens decks yet, so I'm not really sure. That is Steven, right? Yeah. Alright, there's Drayton. That's a pretty good card, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so we're gonna have our hands full this game. I'm guessing they're probably gonna pass. They are. Alright, we're gonna come out swinging. And that's one of the cards we need to swing with. So let's Arven. We're definitely gonna get a band. And I'm thinking about getting a Nuts Ball. Try to get Dunsparce online. Yeah, let's do that. JD's back. I like hearing that. Alright, so we're going to Nest Ball for Dunsparce and get him going. And then we're going to add Hop's Choice Band. And we're going to add the Jet Energy. And we're going to put him up front. We're going to take this stupid thing out. I was thinking about making him switch, but I'm not going to do it. So we should be able to do 90 now, right? Oh, we do 180 because he's weak. Yeah, well, that'll fix his little red wagon. And we'll put 30 on this guy. I think he thought I was going to be trapped on the bench. I'm sorry, that's the wrong answer. Don Pardo, would you get this guy his case of rice-a-roni, please? He's probably going to come in and kick my butt now, but that's all right. So be it. Jedi. He's got the Matang to evolve. Does he have the Rotten Candy? Did he get everything off of his draw? No, he's setting up the back guy. All right. And he's got another Drayton. So, yeah, we knew he had that, though, because he took it off the first Drayton. I've never seen anybody chain this card. Interesting. Drayton and another Matang. Or switch to Matang. He might play the switch. He might not. Maybe we'll have to play the switch for him. What do you guys think? Should we make him switch? I think we should. No, he's going to do it anyway. Well, thanks. I'm glad you did that. Let's now I can knock this one out. Oh, wait. I don't need more help. I need more help. Okay. We don't have what we need. Let's go see if we can get it. But first we'll Nest Ball. And we will get another Dunsparce. Try to keep that chain rolling. And we will grab... we'll do this. There's what we needed. put this up here. That does plus 30, so we're doing, yep, we're doing enough now. That's exactly where we want things. We don't want to do anything else. We'll put this up here in case he gets a swing on us, and we'll whack him. Ooh, there he is. There's the big guy. I don't think they play EXs in this deck except maybe Pheasantipity, though. We could put him up and really do some damage if they drop some EXs. We haven't gotten very much good draw yet, but, you know, whatever. Got the Ultra Ball. Okay, what are we doing now? Going for the Meaty Gross? Okay. And there's the Meaty Gross EX. That might be a painful one for us right now. He might do some damage to us if we play it, because I don't know what this thing does, but I haven't been keeping very good track. Search your deck for a basic Psychic, a basic Energy, or one of each to make your... Holy crap. Wow, that's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you. And you got a research too? Wow! Oh, here we go. Here comes all the fun and the shenanigans now. Now it's going to get interesting. Playing Claydol too. Interesting there. Alright, let's see what we can do, gang. He's going to whack us for 200. I think. Because he's going to X-boot and put a couple more energies in play. I think. I don't know. I didn't really read it that close. Alright, so one on Beldam and one on Meaty Gross. So I think they swing for 200, is that right? Yeah. So we'll live through a turn. And that'll hopefully buy us some time to get to... yeah, take that. Nah, that spiky energy helps. Hopefully that'll give us some time to get our other dude. We didn't get the dude that we wanted. We could put this dude up, but they ain't got enough dudes out to do that yet. We could also flatten one of these guys and then put damage on him and try to buy us another turn. Suppose we could do that. Let's make him switch.
Oh no!
Alright, so we're going to take out Claydol. We're going to drop another Zacian, just for the fun of it. Actually, we could actually... Oh, let's do this. This would be even better, gang. Watch this. I'm doing okay. You know, we've had some crummy weather, but overall, we're doing okay. Yeah, I like that plan. That's a lot better plan. Because now they can't knock us out in one hit either, so... We'll put 30 on the Meaty Gross. Now, when they do knock out one of our Zacians, hopefully by then we have one of our Cramorants that we can get out. We haven't gotten any draw cards yet. Have I played any draw cards? Except for the Dunsparce. No, I haven't. Alright, so that's okay. We need a few things to help us out here. Like something as a draw would be great. That's kind of what I was hoping they would do. But I can't do enough to KO them. That's going to suck. We really need our Cramorant. That's what we really need. So they're going to do 200 to us. Oh no, first they're powering this guy up. Okay, that's fine. We can handle that. They can't knock us out yet. Okay, that's fine. Really could use a Monkey Dory too, but there's an Arven. Alright, so let's Oh, I really want to get the Cramorant out. Well, that kind of stinks. Alright, fine, we'll take the Nest Ball. God, I really don't want to do that either. I hate having to think. Alright, we're just gonna... I need to hang on to that though for Cramorant. We're just gonna swing. We'll surprise them with Cramorant, that's what we'll do. Okay, now, do we go after this one and do 210 to that one or knock this one out? I think we just knock this one out. Okay. Let's see what happens. Another Zacian really doesn't help us much. We don't have any draw. Sure would be nice to get one of our monkeys too, huh? But that's okay. The only supporter we got is boss, and that really isn't going to help us much. So that's fine. We'll just take our 2 prizes and be down to 1. If they drop anything on the board, we're just gonna boss it and KO it. There's our legacy energy. It turned too late. And nab it. And another Drayton. That's 3 for them. Wow. Getting them cards that you can use are amazing. We don't play any supporters in this deck, except Arvin. One boss! You got a cave? What'd the cave do? I didn't see that. Granite cave. What's that do? Oh, okay. All right. I get you. Yeah, I got you. I see what you're doing. So they're not going to drop anybody else down. Okay. This could get interesting, gang. We're going to need a little bit of help here from our friends. Now, I could put the Dunsparce up, but I'm only going to do 60 with him. Yeah, let's try this one. See what happens. There's the Postwick coming back for us. We still don't have the ability to it. You know what we're going to do, though? I can't really bait him into anything because I have no way to retreat once I put things out. But let's do this. Let's put this down. Let's put this down. Our hop guy didn't come into play, so put that down. We're going to put this down. We're going to give him every threat we can. So if they knock him out, they take 20 damage. And then that'll put him at 110. And we'll swing for 210, which is 330, which is 10 short of knocking him out. Son of a gun. Yeah, well, there's a Skarmory. We're going to take that out then. We have the boss's hors d'oeuvres in our hand right there, see? We can do that. Thought about putting the legacy energy on him, but nah. Boy, what I wouldn't give to get a professor's research right now. That should be the ball game if we get a stadium. They didn't put the Skarmory down. Interesting. We could swing with this thing. They can't knock us out in return. This guy, I guess we're doing this guy apparently. Okay, let's see what'll happen. Hop's bag. Well, they gave up. Alright. Well, there you have it, I guess. There's my deck. Doing its thing. That one's going to get a little bit dicey at the end, though. I'll tell you that right now. they were smart by not dropping anybody down. Oh, look, we got more stuff to do. Well, we'll do that later. Let's go back and get you guys a few more codes before we get out of here for the night. Did I finish my story about the radio? Yeah, I did. Yeah, because of procrastination. Yes, that's right. So, I guess I got nothing to lose at this point, so I'm going to take the radio apart. See if I can fix it. If I can't, I end up throwing it away. If I don't do anything with it, I end up throwing it away. So, there you go. It's the way it is, gang. The way it is what it is. So, Rion, you still here? Or did I bore you to death? That one's really small print. So it's that one. Okay, I just wanted to ask you, have you gotten any reply other than the canned replies from the ticket that you sent in? You know, and the reality of it is this, gang, is I know the people that work at the Pokemon Company International are incredibly busy people. With all the updates they've been trying to do on the TCG Live, pre-releases, regionals, yada, 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 yada. I know that they're busy people. I understand that they're busy people. And I know they're probably understaffed. Because even back 10, 12, 15 years ago, I watched as that company damn near got, well, even longer than that ago. Go back to the 2005 to 8 read, more towards the 8 read, I guess. We watched as they... the recession caused the high prices and the gas and everything like that, the travel, and the company just had to take the same budget and try to stretch to make more things happen. So there was a lot of things that got cut. Usually that ended up with the stuff that we did, but that's the way that goes. So we were the independent contractors. We were the ones that bore the first slice with the blade. But there's also no reasonable reason that an average person could sit down that knows anything about doing computers or customer service or any of that stuff, that can sit here and think to themselves, well, you know, if our customers have to wait 3 months to get a reply, that's okay. No, that's not okay. That's not okay at all. Especially people like you that, you know, you've been around the game a very long time. You're trying to get, you know, kind of back into the swing of things a little bit, using TCG Live as the tool it's exactly meant to be. And you can't, because they've tied your hands for some reason and not allowed you to do anything. Rion, do you have my my email or my personal number? Because if you trust me enough to try to chase this, I can. I don't have a lot of stroke left at the company anymore, but I still know a few people. And if you trust me with your login information and all that kind of jazz that gets you into your account, I can try to help you. I'm not savvy enough to try to like hack your account and turn it into mine. And if yours ain't working, that wouldn't really help. You do have my number? Okay. If you feel like having me help you to the limited abilities that I have, if you want to send me your login information and everything for your account, I can try. I can ask for a little bit of help from some people in higher places, and not ask for a miracle, but at least ask to get, you know, slid up the ladder a little bit, you know. so you don't get lost in the shuffle. Yo, Marble, what's good, man? How you doing? Mr. BL in the house. Good to have you aboard as always, my friend. If you don't, I would suggest if you have your ticket number to send them another email with your ticket number and say, hey, listen here, you know, I know you guys are busy. I know you got your hands full with all the things going on, but I've been waiting to even get a response for whatever amount of time it's been. And they might jump at it a little bit, like if it's escalated a little bit. You know, try to be reasonable with them, you know, say I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything, but I think me being unable to access my account for X amount of time is kind of ridiculous, and I really need some help. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, my young one might not be joining us for tomorrow night's show. She's spent a grand total of 4 days in the last 4 months not being sick. She gets it for a week, week and a half. She gets a day that she's better, and then somebody brings something new and improved into the shop, and back down she goes. Fortunately, the Bruno test came back negative today, so there's that. She's going to take another one tonight, just to be sure. Because if she's got to be quarantined, there's going to be a little more ruckus caused than there is currently. But because if she's got to be quarantined for, let's say, a week or 2 weeks, that's going to jeopardize her running the tournament on Sunday. However, I happen to know somebody that is also a tournament organizer, retired and now a part-time helper, that can step in and try to fill her shoes. If that's what I need to do, then that's what I need to do. She'll be all right. She's tough. I got to tell you this, Marble. She's been doing this stuff her whole life. You know, the first 3 months of her life, she was in the hospital probably 1 or 2 weekends a month. When she got to be, God, I don't think she was even a year old. She would get so sick all the time, you know, because she was 3 months premature, that they went in and did a reconstructive trachea surgery on her to make her throat bigger because it kept swollen shut. She couldn't breathe. Made big changes in her life. She still fights asthma and a bunch of other things that still make it tough for her because of her underdeveloped lungs and whatever that never quite made it through. They came out pretty good, but not perfect. She's a pretty tough fighter, you know what I mean? She's been through a lot in her life, and she knows how to just put her head down and do the best she can with what she got. Yeah, it was interesting. Well, there's a few hundred codes gone. She is a fighter. She absolutely is. You gotta figure by the time she was 5, she had all that crap when she was born. She was 3 months early, only weighed 2 pounds when she was born. And she's full adult now. Again, her lungs give her trouble. Her asthma gives her trouble. She coughs a lot when she gets sick, whatever. But also, she had this disease that she got that I, for the life of me, cannot remember because it's been almost 30 years. I think she was in kindergarten when she got it. That she got these red splotches all over her legs, and she couldn't put any pressure on her legs where she wouldn't scream in pain. And they were flying doctors in from all over the country to study her. It was that rare. But she fought through that too. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I appreciate that. Rian, and you know, for what it's worth to you, after all the background checks I've been through with Pokemon, after all the years we've been doing what we do, and as open as my life is here on YouTube and things, I'm pretty sure I can be trusted to do these things. But I definitely like the fact that you want to handle it on your own. If you need a little help, we'll see what we can do to help you. Yeah, it was crazy, you know. And she struggled all through school, you know, getting in the running things and trying to run, and she struggled to breathe, and she had a pretty tough young grown up, but she's a fighter, and I wouldn't trade her for $1 million. That means that much to me, and her strength is sometimes what I draw strength from. She's also a pain in my butt. I can hear her coughing in there, and she's really struggling right now, but she'll be all right. She's a tough girl. Well, guys, unless you've got something else you guys want to do while we're hanging out here tonight, I think I might call it a night and send us over to another channel that happens to be running like that. Yeah, well, exactly. That's it. You know, and I'm, you know, like I said, I'm always this stupid thing. Okay, let's try this. I got a new one for you guys. Okay, the other day I was farting around, and I got into the settings on my computer, and I wanted to try to clear the cat. Hey, Will, what's good? How you doing? I got into the thing to, yeah, well, she's got an old man that she follows pretty close that fights pretty hard too, so. Not yet, Miss Carolyn. I haven't checked the mail today, though. Anyway, let me get into this real quick. Somehow I got into my computer, and I had changed something, trying to get rid of cookies and whatever all that crap is, and I somehow ended up making it here. I'll just show you. Hang on a minute. Let me show you. Because I am not savvy at this at all, okay? Oh, get my butt back in my chair where it belongs. So I go here and I go into YouTube, right? And every time I do that, it does this. Because of I think the setting I changed makes all of my browser histories and cookies and all that crap disappear every time I close the window. Okay? So what I'm trying to figure out is what the hell I changed that would make it do that, and how do I find it to change it back? That's my biggest thing I got to figure out. So I'm sitting here thinking about how in the world I can change this thing back to what it was. I'm going to turn you guys off screen for a minute just because, you know, for whatever. Let's see. Not in system, I don't think, is it? Oh, yeah. There you go. Playing bocce too, huh? Yeah, that's exactly what I did, Marvel. I just can't figure out how the hell to turn it back on. I just need to figure out where it is, and I cannot remember for the life of me where the heck it is. Browser, you need to check the cookie tab. So that's in the browser? Okay. So that would be up here. Collections, history. Yeah, it looks like it's yeah, it's letting me see my history if I go into the history, but it doesn't tell me where I went in and changed anything. So that isn't the button I want. Oh, for crying out loud, stop it. Shopping, downloads, browser essentials, delete browsing history. Last hour. Let's try this. All right, let's try that and see if I'm going to do a little experiment here, so bear with me. All right, I turned off some things that should have been left alone. Okay, so now I got to sign into YouTube again, or Gmail, or whatever the hell this thing is. No, you go take care of what you got to do, Neo Mentis. We appreciate you coming tonight. Thanks for being here. It's always a pleasure to have you. Now, it's probably going to make me go to my phone again, yep. Every time I try to log in, it makes me go to my phone and make sure that I am who I say I am.
Oh no!
Jeez. See what I mean? This thing's dumb. Anyway, so now I've got YouTube up with all my favorites. Now I'm going to close it. And now I'm going to open it again. Nope, it didn't fix it. Yeah, I just don't know how to fix it. I just don't know what setting I need to change. Settings. Let's try that. Privacy. Choose what you want to clear. Choose what to clear every time your browser. Cookies and everything. All right, let me try that. And I apologize for not showing this, but you know, we try to be as. This thing's being really stupid. I might have you walk me through this in a minute because I'm struggling to do this. It's going to go to my phone again.
Oh no.
See, it goes to my phone again. Every time it goes to my phone. Yeah, it's me. Shut up. Okay, so now YouTube's back up with my favorite stuff like I always like it to be. Okay, now we close it again. We changed a few things. There, we got it. Okay, all right. You guys did help me out. I just had to find the right place to go. Ryan DeBow commented. Oh, there you go. All right, cool. Well, it's not likely, but whatever. I always get yelled at by the young ones. You don't put yours on it. Yeah, you did it. You know, if somebody's really got nothing better to do but try to steal from me or screw up my world or whatever, they really got a boring life. Alright. What do you say we head on over to somebody's channel here? Yeah, we did. Now I can go right into YouTube and everything's great. Let's go see who's live right now. Let's see. Cool Trainer Ryan, AA Poke. AA Poke, I haven't been there in a while. You guys want to go to AA Poke's channel? He's live right now. For crying out loud. Stop that. Yeah, let me go there.
I don't have many valuables in there, Carl.
There we go. Whoops, wrong button, stupid. Jesus. Alright. Theater mode. There we are. My chat. Thumbs up, share, copy. There we go. Alright, we're going to head over to AA Poke, so if you guys want to come along, we would very much greatly appreciate you guys heading over there to do the raid with us. That is AA Poke, aka Alex Maldonado. Great YouTuber. Love the hell out of him. Great guy. Been friends with him on YouTube for quite a while now. And we highly encourage you to join us over there to do the raid. Yeah. So go over there, AA Pokes, RGB raid in the chat. Greatly appreciate you guys doing that. Love to have you join us over there. Don't forget tomorrow night to join us in our regular show with all the games that we play back there. And next week is members and mod giveaway. So don't be afraid to join us for that.